Hey everybody, this is GeekyGamer Gal welcoming you back to episode 9 of our Pokemon Red Nuzlocke. So, I did the leveling. I brought everybody up to 22, somehow Fred got up to 23. And I left Red again at 21, since he's mainly our cut slave. So, we're going to go ahead. Just ate a Hostess cupcake. We're just going to go ahead and jump right on the SS Anne here. So that way we can get our cut HM so we can go fight Surge and deal with his annoyance of a gym. Hey dude, can I fight you? Oh, right. This is supposed to be Looker. Shh, I'm a global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. Yeah, very subtle there, Looker. Blah. Or is it L-O-O-K-E, or K3R, or L-O-O-K-R? I think it's L-O-O-K-R. As for why I didn't post an episode yesterday, I had a minor catastrophe, emphasis on the cat. Yeah, some of the feral cats I feed, apparently my family member ran out of cat food or didn't notice that I was low on cat food and decided, hey, it's, right around the time I usually record, we need to go get cat food. Are you a battler? Nope. Item TM08. What is it? Body slam. Okay. That could be brutal. I don't have anything with an overwhelming attack yet. I mean, because Lapras is technically a gift Pokemon, and I'll have none other that come from Slivco. So I could use it on that, and yeah, I just have leading out for no apparent reason. Well, mainly because he was the last one I leveled up. But yeah, just for how overpowered psychic types are, if he can ever confuse anybody. I mean, he's not as overpowered as the Abracadabra Alakazam line, but Drowsy and Hypno managed to hold their own. But then again, they're like the only psychics in this game aside from Mr. Mime. And I have never actually used Mr. Mime. Mainly, yeah, they're just creepy. As my cat is now meowing at me. She's like, who are you talking to? You should be paying attention to me, because I'm cute and fluffy. Yeah, she's somewhere behind me. I hear her, but I can't see her. Makes me afraid to move my chair. What do you have? I know one of you have Growlists. Okay, so you're a Nidoran. Oh, makes me think of El Rey. I miss him. I wanted a Nidoking so badly. Okay, good job. And yes, by the way, I'm not reading him as... I'm reading him as... Emphasis on the... Okay, I should throw a potion. Let's smack you in the face. Except not really, because we need you to be healed. Just going around. Are you fight? Yep, you're a battle. Your Pokemon are your friends, while mine are a merry band of psychopaths. Okay, so you're the Growlithe trainer. Okay, now I see my cat. She's playing Hide and Go Seek. Or maybe Hide and Go Mew. Water gun! There she is. Bubble! Bruce, you can stay in. It's a Growlithe. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with where our team is, because at least with Dig, you know, we have something for Surge, we have a counter for Bruce. The only one I might potentially get rid of would be V. And as much as I love V, the main reason is the weakness to flying, and the fact that he's also weak to Psychic, so he's kind of got two major points of weakness. And was there another way over here? I know there was a stairwell going up. Okay. Is there anything down here, or do I need a... Oh yes, it's the kitchens! Hey, sir, I'd like some food. Are you from Kalos? You're speaking French. Mon petit? Okay, so somewhere in a trash can, I think it's supposed to be a Pokeball. Are you a battler? Le head chef, le main course is prime beef steak. But do I have any filets du beef? And you're the poor dude who has to peel onions. There's the Great Ball. The oddball in the trash. They threw away the oddballs. And now you're the spud peeler. Yeah. I'm not really allowed to peel potatoes at home. Apparently I go too fast and I fling the skin everywhere. Except for the trash can. Yeah. People don't like it when I peel. What's down here? I think there's more battles. Oh, right, you're the Machoke with strength. And what's in here? Max potion? Nice. Instantly heal any amount of HP. And a sailor. I wonder if he's having some Sailor Jerry. And yeah, no. Actually, it'd be funny if in Fire Red Leaf Green that his name was actually Sailor Jerry. Adult humor! Or at least, only those who are 21 years and older should know what Sailor Jerry is. And you're spitting bubbles at me. Oh, I hated Kingdra. I mean, I'd love to have one, but I hated to fight it so badly. About to use a Shelter. Yeah, let's switch out. We'll let V get some fun in. V! Absorb his energy with your plant vines. Our little rage-filled gloom. About to use Tentacool. Now, I don't remember if poison types can get poisoned, but I'm just going to go ahead and slap a paralysis on it. Because, burp, burp, burp. Yeah, not very effective. I might actually even switch over to just because he should hit super effective. And this is just part of the reason why I was talking about maybe replacing V. Just because he's very limited, and I know when it comes to dealing with Lance's Dragonites, which are, you know, overpowered, because they're the first pseudo-legendaries of going to an electric type. Because I should have the options of either the Gift Eevee in Celadon, because you can buy Thunderstones, or by doing, you know, going to the whole power plant, that's the name. That's the word that I'm looking for, 1209. going to there and getting an electric type, like, hopefully an Electabuzz. I'd love one of those. 1324.55. Were you like 1408? 1209, so you're the least. Speaking of 1408, if any of you have seen the movie, it's really sad when your main acting lead, John Cusack, because it's based off a Stephen King story, but when your main acting lead is completely overshadowed the entire 90-minute movie by a few scenes of Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I mean, Sam Jackson just owns that movie, and he's just the concierge. Let's switch. Let's let Fred have some fun, and then I gotta spam a bunch of potions. Smack everybody with potions. Well, maybe not smack, but, you know, at least hose them down with potions. Make them feel better. Fred, going for the crits. Fred, you're my friend. If only there was long enough names or name spots in Pokemon, because I'd definitely name a Fearow Fredburger. Yeah, Billy and Mandy, people. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Good show. Mandy was my favorite. Mandy ruled the show. Billy was just there. Another battle with another sailor. I mean, I know the ship's docked and everything, but who's actually working if all the sailors are sitting in rooms, you know, kind of just like doop 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 doop. Doo doo doo. Come on, Bruce. Bruce, you're taking forever on this horsey. That's 8? No, 6 levels. 6 levels less than you. I mean, yes, you're using tackle, but come on. There we go. Now I gotta switch you out because I think you're down like 6 on speed because of all the bubbles. Fred. We'll just go down the line. Fred, come on down. Peck it. Doink. Actually, I think before I get to Rock Tunnel and going down the Lavender in the Pokemon Tower, there is a little bit of grass there. I think it's like Route 17 or something, where I can potentially get a Voltorb, which, once again, they're one of those I've never actually used for an electric type. I'd much rather have a Magnemite. But, Voltorb has decent speed and decent special, which I believe electric is special. Yeah, I never learned or remembered which types are actually considered physical and which are considered special. Ooh, ether. And we're not going to be starting some cars. Hey, dude. Just going around the ship, beating up everybody. Tentacool. Dude, tentacles are not cool. There. Have your turn. Ah, sawed it. Yeah, this is part of the reason why Dragonite, and I just hit pound. Wrap is part of the reason that if you have a G1 Dragonite, and it has Wrap, and you're playing by G1 ruling and mechanics, it is broken. Because it just sits there, and it wraps you, and it's like the highest attack in Gen 1, without being a legendary. And Yeah. It attacks you, and you can't do anything. It's like, hey dude, you know I wiped out Misty Staryu and her Starmie. Yeah, Starmie's another one of those that's still a pretty decent Pokemon even after all these years. And it's another one that I have not used. I mean, you'd think with me playing way back in the original 151 I would have used it, but no. I think my original water type I used was a Poly, like a Poliwhirl. Heal up our sleeper agent. Because that's just getting a little hard in my throat. Mainly my sinuses, but... One fight. Hello, stranger! Ah, it's a fisherman! And yeah, I know there's a old rod there in Vermilion, but that I didn't grab, but the reason I didn't grab it is it's an old rod. All it can catch are Magikarps. And wrap again. And, well, I don't... Gyarados is pretty good, but I'm one of those, I will not... Supersonic? Oh, you're a troll. Troll of a Tentacool. There we go, title of the video, Trollacool. I'm gonna trademark that, Trollacool. I mean, G1 wrapping and then supersonic and... I mean, that's a troll. That's a troll right there. It's almost as bad as a Gardevoir using Calm Mind 6 times, followed by 3 to 4 times of double team, while you have no 100% instant hit moves. You know, like Swift, or Aerial Ace, or Shadow Sneak. Yeah. Was it Shadow Sneak or Shadow Punch that's... wait. Oh, Shelter, okay. B, you're good. You're golden. Not literally, but... Dude, a Golden Gloom would be awesome. You know, if this actually had shinies. They were introduced in Gen 2, but... A Golden Gloom. A Gloom that was gold. I think it'd look pretty cool. I know, Shiny Oddish is kind of a yellow-greenish color. Or, yeah, yellow-greenish. I had one of those. That was my first shiny outside of the obligatory shiny red Gyarados that everybody gets who's played Gen 2 or a Gen 2 remake, as well as the shiny Haxorus I have ever gotten. And I caught it on the Sevi Islands. I caught it on like 3rd or 4th island. The one with the move, might have been 2nd island. Either way, the one that has the move tutor for Blast Burn and all that. Yeah, so it was a level 35 Oddish. I couldn't get it to evolve into a Gloom. It made me sad. Because I wanted a shiny Blossom. But it was denied. Yeah, I have a lot more shiny fails than I do anything that's actually useful. Like, because since I don't have internet, or, you know, Wi-Fi access, so I can't use any Wi-Fi features on any of my games, I was playing, actually I'm gonna go out to the Pokemon Center, because you can actually exit and re-enter the SSN as many times as you want, as long as you don't get cut. As soon as you get the HM cut, then as soon as you step off, it's gone. But, oh, and yes, oh, I gotta go through here. If you guys happen to pay attention when I was scrolling through my items earlier, I have the bicycle. Yay! slightly faster and harder to control on my keyboard, but yeah, no, I have a lot of really bad shinies. Like, some of my worst ones was like my black my Black 2 game. I was just kind of jerking around with my action replay, trying to at least fill in my decks. And so I was just spawning in Arceus. And the first one I encountered was shiny. It is just like, you suck. Okay, so let's... Can I... Oh yes, I should be able to get 11 super potions. Oh, and I can't get regular potions here. Huh. Okay, I should be good for a while. And yeah, part of the reason why I have so much money is I haven't used any items in a while. A lot of my leveling time seems to be in me defeating stuff then running back to the Pokemon Center. But, because I really try not to use items when battling wild Pokemon. But, anyway, back to my other kind of fail shinies is I was playing Gen 6, and I ran into Route 7? The one right next to the, okay, that should be the deck. But the route right next to Victory Road, on, you know, from the first town to Victory Road in Gen 6, not Gen 7, in Kalos, I caught a shiny Azurill, the little baby Pokemon. And yeah, the only way Azurill is good is if you can do this whole specialty breeding to run a belly drum aqua jet tagline. And well, this was a wild encounter and it didn't have that. I think I actually got it all the way up to Azumarill, and yeah, it was like level 20-ish. Because I couldn't get its friendship up high enough at a low enough level. And another Trollacool. Another trolling Tentacool. But no, other shiny fails. My Sun game, actually, my first shiny I encountered in that game was my level 37 Magikarp. 37! And it's a Magikarp. I actually nicknamed it Shiny Fail. I kind of feel bad about it, but I kind of don't. Or another really good one is I was breeding Marinis for the Careful nature, which cuts the special attack and boosts the physical defense. And like my third egg I hatched was shiny. And oh no, the beepings. Okay. You don't die today. But yeah, it hatched. It was shiny. And it was modest or something like that. I don't remember the exact nature. I looked at it and I'm like, I could use you to ruin somebody's day, you know. Here's a shiny. I want this ridiculous thing for it. But I named it Nightshade just because of the really awesome way it looks. And it kind of reminds me of the Nightshade flowers. Oh, joy, another battle! But the Nightshade flowers from the Elder Scrolls games makes me think of those, and well, yeah, it's just sitting in a box. It's like, I want to use you, but you have such a bad nature that I can't use you, but you're shiny! And yeah, I've gotten the obligatory Black 2 White 2 Shiny Hexorus you know, which is an encounter at level 70-ish. I think it's 70. I'm pretty certain it's 70. Because you can only get it after you beat the game. And, yeah. So it's Shiny Gyarados, Shiny Magikarp, Oddish I couldn't get to evolve, Magikarp I couldn't get to evolve, Arceus that I was spawning in to fill my decks, even though I did manage to get the code for the mystery gift code on my Auras game, mainly Omega Ruby game, to get the shiny Arceus. Managed to do that one, and I think... Okay. So I'm going to try and end this episode by killing our rival's Raticate. Because, you know, that's what actually happened to it. And once we kill his Raticate and ruin his Pokemon dreams, or at least his Raticate dreams, I'll call this episode a quits, and yeah, it's about 30 minutes so far, or, well, 26 and a half minutes so far, so with Blue it should be over 30, so maybe instead of doing 2 episodes, I'll do 1 really long episode. How does that sound to you guys? It's our rival Blue. He sent out his Pidgeotto. And I just realized I don't have anything that's super effective against it. Bruce! Bruce, you're our go-to! Because at least you have a physical defense. And you have a stab move. Even though Pidgeotto has crap defenses. And a crap special. Hose it down, Bruce. Soak it in your drool. Because the water has to come somewhere. Yeah. Ignore me. Raticate. Okay. Here it comes. Let's let V handle it. And Blue, you are cheating! Let's poison it. Why did it not affect him? It's supposed to. There we go. Yeah, some of the G1 text really needed some better, translations. By the way, have you guys recently heard the Video Game Museum in New York, that's New York City, New York, actually inducted, technically they listed it as Pokemon's Red and Green, or Pokemon Games Red and Green, but, you know, Green internationally was known as Pokemon Blue, into the Video Game Hall of Fame. Pokemon Red actually made it in the same time as Donkey Kong, so kind of little deal there. And yeah, our we'll deal with Kadabra. Frail, so pound it. Disable, disable, disable. That was awesome. Kadabra's disable, disable, disable. That was just great. Headbutt, ooh. Yes. Ooh. Do I get rid of disable? Because I can get rid of pound, because despite the fact that Headbutt has a 15 in power points, it does 70 damage, and I still have and let's let Fred, since grew to level 24, but Confusion still has 25 PP, so it should be fine. Should. Should is a very key word in that sentence, but, yeah. There we go. Ivysaur is down. We have successfully killed Blue's Raticate. And yeah, hopefully you guys all know where that theory comes from, because he's standing... Well, we'll see him in Lavender Town in front of a specific tower. But, or, well, not really in front of. And did he just disappear? Oh man, this is glitchier than I thought. Okay, you're not a trainer. You're not a trainer. I'm just going back through these rooms. No, I want to go to the Safari Zone, though. Yeah, and that's the other thing. When I get to Celadon, I can win one Pokemon out of the game corner. So, yeah. If I don't post a Red Nuzlocke video in a couple days, it's probably because I'm sitting in the game corner like, I need coins! I want this! And my crystal game will probably be just as bad, mainly because, in order to teach your Pokemon Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam in Pokemon Crystal, there's day-specific move tutors that ask for like 5,000 coins to teach one Pokemon said move. So I have to come up with, you know, if I get a Pokemon that can learn Flamethrower, I have to get at least 5,000 coins for one Pokemon, that one Pokemon, to learn Flamethrower. If I have something that can learn Thunderbolt, I have to get 5,000 coins for a single Pokemon to learn Thunderbolt. Same with Ice Beam. But, yeah, and this is the one thing that makes me, like, very fond of the vintage games, was, you know, at least those, before Gen 4. Gen 4, when they started doing the game corners, they started doing the Minesweeper game, which, fair point, I'm pretty decent at Minesweeper, but you can only really get so many coins per round. And any trainers? Okay, you're talking about Lapras, but I do fairly decent at the Minesweeper game for the game corners, but I really killed at the slots, because if you watch your wheels as they go around on the game, or, you know, on the slot mini game within the game, it really is very easy to get, you know, your 777 lined up, which is, if I'm remembering correctly, like 700 coins. It's more than 300, because I think your little black bars, your replay bars, are your 300. Might actually be your 777 get you 77 coins. And, you know, since I'm talking about it, you know, for if I disappear on a couple of these games for a few days, the original versions of these games were actually supposed to be pachinko, which I don't know if you guys have ever gotten to play a pachinko game, least of all an old-timey mechanical one. Oh my god, those suckers are easy, because you get the right rhythm on a good spring, and you can just keep knocking them back. But, yeah, and depending on the game, you actually have to do, like, a certain points in order to switch over to get the gold ball, which is worth more. But I have yet to play one of the electronic games. But, I mean, I think the electronic games are more rigged than the old-timey games, the mechanical ones. And random other fun fact, pachinko is actually onomatopoeic in Japanese for the sound of the balls. When the little metal balls go through, that's supposed to be the sound pachinko. So as it gets launched, that's pa. As it's hitting all the little pegs, chi. And then the ko is from when it lands and you ring the little bell. At least, you know, depending on the machine. Most of them you hit the appropriate one and you land in the little container, cup, what have you, and fall back, you ring a bell. Dig is to at level 24, and you learn Sand Attack. Yay! Oh, wait, almost forgot to grab the item. A Max Ether. Nice, nice, nice. Are you a trainer? Oh, the Snorlax Pokedex dude. Yeah, there's 2 of those. Ah, sorry, thought I was gonna sneeze. Now on Snorlax, the rules I typically play with on my Nuzlocks is that... Okay, I went up above, right? Yeah, because that's the exit to the outside. But on my typical games, because it's technically the same Pokemon with 2 capture points, and it's a still, or you know, it's a wild interactable Pokemon, so you, in order to encounter it, you have to interact with it. I usually catch one, and it counts as my encounter for one route. But on this game, as long as I catch the one that is on the Celadon side, because it doesn't really matter because the bike path is actually split between 2 routes. If I wind up having... Okay, V, I'm giving you another means to wreak vengeance. Oh, crap. Well, V no longer has a stab attack. Ah, that's just lovely. Oh well. I don't even remember what level he learns to Mega Drain. He, she, it. Either way, all the more reason that when I finally encounter an electric type, I'm catching it. V is then going to be boxed. Either way, I have cut. So V now has the power to cut his victims instead of just absorbing their life force. And, yep, bye-bye SSN. And I guess in our next episode, as we're now pushing close to 40 minutes, will be when we go face Lieutenant Surge. Oh, wow, that's kind of trippy. I never noticed the water where the boat is moving the opposite direction. Ah, there he goes. Now it's fixed. Wow, you, like, stare at that too long and now all the water seems to be moving the wrong direction. Yeah. Like I said, these old games are really glitchy. I mean, supposedly Gen 4 is just as bad, but yeah, a lot of the glitches from Gen 1 come from the fact that they were actually trying to make Gen 1 and Gen 2 at the same time, and they almost succeeded. Like, missing those, the result of searching for the Gen 2 data that was deleted. Okay, so... Oh, I actually have to go through this way. I can no longer just select it. But that also means I can mow grass. Okay! So here we are, in front of the Lightning Americans gym. 'Cause America! I'm GeekyGamer Gal. You know, always like, comment, subscribe. And, you know, remind you of the 3 G's of gaming. Good thoughts, goodwill, and game on. Bye.